Alright, welcome back to the second episode of our vlog, Day in the Life. We are back and we have a little bit of a change to the show. So what we're going to do now is something I thought of. So we're going to start each episode with kind of a random question. We're both going to answer it and we'll just kind of go from there. So I think each of us are going to just think of a different question each week. And I think you have the first one.
Yeah. Would you rather be a mermaid or merman or a centaur?
And I think you should answer first because this is
I
an
would
interesting
rather
question.
be a merman.
And why?
Well, I am a swim coach for starters.
Right.
I'm kind of biased. I'd
But-
rather
okay.
be sea-locked than landlocked.
Okay. Aside from that, anything else? Is
Um,
it just because you're such a proficient swimmer?
well, I mean, there's a bunch of that's unexplored in the ocean. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of awe-inspiring sights. A lot of stuff that you can't experience on land. If I was a mermaid, there are different types of mermaids. I'd like to clarify one with lungs and gills, so like I could come kind of up on land.
Mhm.
I'd like to travel up rivers and like see as much as I could. I know that I wouldn't be able to see everything. There is some beautiful stuff that is landlocked, but there's just something surreal when you're like either when you're like in the ocean or like by the shore. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like at the right time, it's just you get like a surreal kind of feeling,
Okay,
and I kind of like that.
that's cool. Personally, I'd rather be a centaur. I think my biggest issue is that I'm claustrophobic, and I just feel like having a tail fin like that would constrict like my lower body, and I feel like I'd only have a certain amount of like room for me to move that part of my body, and I just feel like it would be closing in on me. And being in, I'm not a huge fan of open bodies of water, but like being underwater with like darkness all around me, I just feel like it would just be really constricting and really claustrophobic. So I'm not a big fan of that, even though there is the exploration factor.
Yeah.
But I think from what I've seen in movies, centaurs are badass. I mean, that's something I could definitely get into. I think if centaurs were real, that would definitely be my spirit animal. They're just cool. They're apex men, apex predators, alpha male, whatever you want to call it. So I could definitely see myself being a centaur more than a merman.
Yeah.
But aside from that, anybody viewing this video, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you would rather be, and give us a little description as to why. But let's get into the nitty gritty of it. What has been going on in your week? Give them a little taste of something big that's happened, or small, or minor, or just important that stand out.
Well, today, not this week, but today, my big toe on my right foot, the nail is gone.
Gross.
It fell off officially today.
That's gross.
A few weeks ago, there was an accident while I was preparing for a swim meet, and I almost went to the hospital, but I didn't. And it really damaged my toenail, and it just fell off today, finally.
And he ran down the stairs when I got here and literally shoved it in my face, telling me to look at it. So I got a good view of what it looks like, and it's not pretty.
Well, that's because the baby nail is like growing in under it, so we got like a baby nail there.
It's a little baby nail.
It's a little
It
baby
actually
nail.
is.
But like it's weird because like the tip of the baby nail is still dead, probably from damage and stuff, but it is growing back.
Slowly. It's going to be a process, but
Yeah, I don't think I'll have it back for like a year, if anything,
doesn't
actually.
it feel weird?
Oh yeah, the process of taking it off.
Okay.
It didn't hurt,
All right,
but it was
now
like the
don't-
weirdest feeling
No, don't
ever.
get into it. It's going to make me like cringe
I'm
super
not.
hard.
Hey, I'm not getting into how it happened. Like describing that is gross.
Mhm. But yeah, that's gross. Ugh.
Gross.
For me, nothing too crazy. I had yet another interview on Monday of this last week. I can't say where because obviously I don't want people to know where I live.
We live in Chicago.
Well, I mean like, all right. Anyways, I thought it went well. I thought that the interview itself was good, but the place itself is kind of stuffy, kind of. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a place that I could, super see myself getting into. Like the job itself is a good position, so if I get offered it, I would of course take it. But I think at this point we'll see what happens if they get back to me, and just kind of go from there. I guess big advice is that for all of you that are out there currently job searching or currently just trying to follow their dreams, do it. I think finding a passion in something such as YouTube for us is a big thing in life. I think if we weren't persistent with trying to put out these videos and trying to even get the channel going a little while ago, that we wouldn't be where we are now. And I've seen some big changes happening. So go out there and follow your dreams.
Speaking of big changes, I'm going to start doing a podcast review on this channel. And that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to try and make it...
Well, explain it a little bit. Just give them a brief.
I want to, once every 2 weeks, ballpark, we're going to try to hit that. I'm going to be reviewing story podcasts, fictional mostly. So I'll be reviewing Hello from the Magic Tavern, Alice Isn't Dead, the Magnus Archives, Archive 81. That's like ballpark what I'm going to be hitting. I'm not going to be doing shows like Serial or The Moth.
Whatever that means. If people are into podcasts, then I'm sure people know what that is.
My stories are focused more towards fictional, serialized stories, or horror-esque.
Well, there you go.
So,
stay tuned for that.
If you're interested in that, check it out.
He's got that coming. So be aware of that for next week. You said.
Yeah, I want to get the first one up next week.
So within the week, look for it. And then the only other thing I can say for myself is that I know that I was trying to post an episode of my show that I started, Drink the Night Away, every single week. Last week I kind of put it off too long, and then on Thursday I told myself I had to get it done, and then Thursday I ended up not feeling too great. So this upcoming week I'm probably not going to get an episode of it out. But I think next week I'm going to try and do it earlier on in the week just so I can make sure that it's done and post it for the following week. So sorry for those that enjoyed the first episode and were looking to, watch the second one, but it's not going to be coming for probably another 2 weeks. So
2 weeks.
Well, it's not going to be next week, but the week after, so that's 2 weeks. Or that'll be like a little over a week, whatever. But I think other than that, we are good here. I think that's all we really got. You got anything else? Any last minute?
Yeah, I hope to see you all next week.
Well, I mean, yes. Thank you again for joining us on this second episode of our vlog, and we will see you next time.
See you later, guys.